my live video of talking about the importance of premarital counseling before you get engaged. So it's been a while since I've done it, and I've been meaning to do it, but my schedule, like it's been hectic, and today I just forced myself that like I have to continue with my series, or you have to continue with it. So when I was talking about the first video, I was really talking about just an introduction, just to introduce you to the concept of what I was speaking about when I say that there's an importance for you to know the importance of premarital counseling before engagement. And I spoke about three things. I spoke about the fact that you need to understand yourself, the fact that you need to understand your partner, and the fact that you need to understand marriage. And that is what we're going to talk about. And today I want to speak about marriage because on the first part I spoke about understanding your partner, and in the second part I spoke about understanding yourself. Now today I want to speak about understanding marriage. And in marriage, in terms of marriage, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to make a lot of parts so that you can be able to know the breakdown of marriage and what I'm talking about. So, marriage, what am I going to speak about in terms of marriage today? So, marriage today, I'm going to talk about the foundation of marriage. So, I want to talk about the foundation of marriage, and because of the fact that I'm not married yet, some people will be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about and whatnot. But I've seen that, and I'm not bragging by saying this, I've seen that I know more about marriage than a lot of people. And the reason why I'm not married yet is because I haven't found a suitable partner to marry. Because I'm not going to get married and get a divorce. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get married and it's going to be everlasting. So I haven't found that everlasting partner. I'm dating them, then just seeing if they're going to be everlasting, but they are not suitable for everlasting. Or let me just say, I haven't seen the everlasting traits. Not saying that they're not suitable, but I haven't seen the everlasting traits of yet, to the point that I think that they are stable enough for me to be like, let me go get married. But yes. So today I want to talk about the aspect of marriage, and I want to speak about the foundation of marriage. So the foundation of marriage, can you guess it? Can you guess it? Can you guess what is the foundation of marriage? Because a lot of people say that the foundation of marriage is communication, is trust, and commitment, and all of that. But let me tell you the foundation of marriage according to the Bible. The foundation of marriage is understanding. And people don't talk about that enough. I've never actually heard a pastor say that the foundation of marriage, or the root of marriage, is understanding. I have not understood why pastors have not said anything about understanding. And when I say understanding, I'm saying that you understand what you're getting yourself into. You understand, you have knowledge about marriage, you understand it, and you apply it. But I can see that a lot of people have information, but they apply information they don't understand. That's why you see a lot of people getting married out of desperation. You see that women are getting married because their peers are saying that they should be married. Men are getting married because their parents are saying that they should get married, because they get into things they don't understand. And once they get into those things, they end up they end up meeting things in their marriage that they're like, I didn't know this was possible. You see, I didn't know this was possible. Or I didn't know that if I was married, I'm not supposed to go out late or hang with my friends till 2 o'clock in the morning, or I'm not supposed to just go out if I don't have my wife with me or my husband with me, or I can't always go for a girls' night out, or I can stay up all night drinking with them. They tend to not understand those things. And once you understand marriage, you will understand that there are some of those things that you're not supposed to be doing, because now you understand what marriage is. Because when you think about marriage, you think about the aspect of accounting to the next person. Obviously, when you want to make a marriage work, you need to know that you have to account to the next person, and you have to understand what accounting you are talking to, because the elements of marriage obviously is communication, trust, and all of that, but understanding is the one that is the foundation. Today, you need to realize that if you want to get married, because you are dating, if you're dating, you want to get married, you should be learning about marriage the moment that you start dating. Not the moment that you get engaged. No, the moment that you start dating is the moment that you should be getting information about marriage. Why do you want to date if you don't understand marriage? Why do you feel that you need to date if you don't understand marriage itself? Because what is the point of dating in the first place? Are you dating because of fun? There's no such thing as dating because of fun. If you are dating, it means that, as I've said this before, it means that you are looking to get married. Even if it's not something that you want to do consciously, even if it's not something that you want to do quickly, even if it's not something that you want to do it right now, but eventually that is the goal. You really want to get married. Otherwise, you wouldn't be dating in the first place. So understand that you should understand the aspects of marriage. And I want to talk about 4 aspects of the understanding of marriage, so that you can be able to know the foundations of marriage itself. Now I'm speaking about the aspects. I'm speaking about the aspects because I said that the root cause is marriage. The first aspect is love. And as I've said before, I'm going to do a whole series just to explain love and sex, because I think that a lot of people have misinterpreted what love and sex mean. They're just like love is love, but they don't really know what love is. And you should know the aspects of love. You should know that there are 4 different types of love. There is the agape love, there is filial love, there is eros love, and there is steros love. The agape love is the love that I think that a lot of people don't actually have in marriages. The second one is the filial. The filial is the love between family members and relatives. The third one is steros. The steros love is the love between your friends and your peers and your colleagues and whatever. The fourth kind of love is the eros. Eros love is the erotic love. So all those kind of love in a marriage, you have to have them all in a marriage. You have to have the agape love. You should have the filial love. You should have the steros love. Then you should have the eros love. And those kind of stuff, if you want to know about them, you will find them more in the series that I'm going to do on YouTube. So the second aspect of understanding marriage is communication. Obviously, communication is very much important. And communication should be transparent in the sense that you shouldn't feel like you need to be a man as if you're a woman so that you can address a matter. And you, as a man, you don't need to feel useless in order for you to be able to make the woman understand what you're trying to say. What do I mean by saying that? There are women out there who think that they need to challenge their men in order for them to understand what they really want to say. I've seen this a lot of times where women think that they need to challenge their men, challenge the authority of their men in order for them to be able to get them to listen. And unfortunately, that is the worst advice I've seen that a lot of the women advise each other on. That is the problem. Don't do that. What I want you to do is that have an open. This is some. I'm telling you, women. This is the advice I wanna tell you, and take note. Take note. women are the one that open the platform of communication than men. They are the one that lay the foundation of how a man is going to communicate with them. A man doesn't communicate on his own. That he doesn't create a platform for women to communicate. No, it's quite actually the opposite. The woman is the one that creates the platform of communication. So what do I mean by that? If a man feels that you have not given him the platform to open up to you in terms of his finances, then he's not going to give you a chance to actually do it again. He's not, because like I said in the video when I said that why do men impregnate you and leave? I said that men are wine chance givers. So if you want him to be more open to you, you need to create a platform in which he can be flat out very open to you. And how I can tell you how you can do that, I'll just do a separate video because it's going to take a little bit of a time to be able to. But if I could just give you one piece of advice on how you can lay a foundation, is that show him that you are comfortable enough to speak about those things without demanding it from him. For example, don't talk about money in the sense that you make him feel that you just there to take money from him, but do in such a way that you are showing him that you are willing to spend money on him as well, and you are willing to share your ideas and plans on how you can get income together. That is one of the things that you can do to be able to create a platform for him to open up for you. But because of the fact that women think that men are the leaders and all of that, there are certain things that women do subconsciously, but they don't see that they're damaging men. And I'm telling you right now, lay a foundation of communication, because that is your capability as a woman. Men don't know how to communicate like women. So, thing, or the third aspect, or the third element, is trust. Trust is important in a marriage, and trust is not a foundation of marriage, but it is an element. You should understand trust. What is trust? Trust is the ability to not think too much about what the other person is doing, or let me just put it this way. Trust is when you have the ability to say that, I know what they are doing, even though you are not with them. That is trust. When you have trust, you have a lot of stuff. You have a lot of things inside. Like like people need to trust. Like they need to know that trust is something that they need. Let me go back to the communication one. Men and women don't communicate the same. And there are certain things that men communicate that they can never communicate to their women. There are certain things, and it's beyond their control. There are certain things that they don't know how, not because they don't want to. It's because those are type of stuff that they can only communicate with their fellow men. Just like with women, there are certain things that they can't communicate with men, but they can communicate with women. That is just the way they are made to be. Even men, women should understand that if you want him to trust you, you should communicate in such a way that you show him that, yes, there are certain things that I know you won't tell me, but even though I know you won't tell me, I know that even if I hear them, they won't damage me. That is the case. There are certain things that men communicate with each other that they can communicate with women. But when a woman hears them, it won't detriment anything. It won't break anything. So trust is very much important. And the act of trust as well. Behave in such a way that you are trustworthy. It's not only about just being trustworthy, but show that you are trustworthy. Because I don't really like people who are not trustworthy. I don't. I really, really don't. Because Yo, I could tell a whole story by just saying that. So the fourth one, there are a lot, there are a lot, and I will speak about them more in my sex and love series. The fourth one is peace. Peace. Understand peace. Understand peace. Ladies and gentlemen, in as much as you would like to have peace wherever you are, there's an importance for you to create an environment of peace. And ladies are the one who are more skeptical of taking peace away. I'm not saying men don't take out peace. No, what I'm saying is that women are the ones that are the more probable of creating chaos, and men can feel that. As I've said before, that there are certain times that I can see men that they would crave for peace to the point that they won't come home. They will wait for the woman and the children to sleep so that they can be able to feel like they're at peace, because they know that when they come home late and they are sleeping, no one is going to shout, no one is going to complain, no one is going to do this. They're just gonna eat and sleep. That's just the way it is, and that's what men love a lot. They love that. They love peace. Even women love peace. But because of the fact that women are emotional creatures, emotions that go always that like they are more fragile to creating chaos than men. So those are four elements. They're actually like a lot. Like if I could specify right now, I can give you like 22. I think I should write a book about that. If God allows me through His purpose to create a book about that, I will. So that is the video for today. I will continue this series as much as I can on Facebook, as I've done a live video today on Facebook and on YouTube. Hopefully, maybe on TikTok someday, because I think this information is very much important. Because I see that a lot of people are looking for premarital counseling way before, way after the stage that they should be seeking it. Meaning that they are looking to know about marriage after they are promising their spouse for marriage, but before they don't. Yes, it's very much important to do it even when you're engaged, but it would be easier for you to do it before you are getting engaged. Because if you say that I'm not going to do it with a partner that I have, it means that you are wasting the person's time. You are wasting the person's time. Because, like I said, what's the point of dating if your goal is not to get married? I'm not saying get married to the person that you're dating now, but what I'm saying is that if you have opened yourself to get married, that is why I can see that people don't really understand relationships. If you really understand relationships, you know that the importance of you to get to date is to get married eventually. And if you really don't understand that point, it means that you are dating because of peer pressure. You're not dating because you understand what dating really entails. You are dating because your friend is like, oh, friend, like emunat emujol. You see, like monat emujol. It feels nice too. You understand? So I hope you find this video helpful. Give it a big thumbs up and check out my YouTube channel 77 Soldier Truths. And I'll see you in the next video.